As the title suggests, this is just going to be a video of the analysis of a few of the last year's posters.
The photo of this one takes up most of the poster, and the image is a very direct mode of address which entices the audience to go and watch the film. The femme fatale is seen to be lying down and is in quite a seductive pose, which is typical of femme fatale in film noir movies. She is on her side, which creates a sense of obscurity, and this could suggest that the storyline of the film is quite dramatic and altering. Next, I'm going to talk about the text, and in this one, the title takes up a very central role. It shows that the title is very important and will make the audience notice the name of the film. The actors' names are located on the femme fatale's chest area, which could represent the fact that she is in control of them within the movie. The slogan is at the top of the poster, and it's very captivating and gets the audience more interested and sort of gives them a sense of what's going on. The newspaper and magazine reviews are used to emphasise and attract the viewers to watch the film, because by saying it's a good movie could possibly interest them more. There is a small print, which is sort of the bottom right of the film of the poster, which is typical of a film poster, and which includes the production company and directors' names. What I like about this poster is that it's quite simple, but I think that it's very effective. Personally, it makes me want to find out more about the film and go and watch it. The red of the lustful represents danger and tragedy, which could link to the story of the film and the femme fatale herself. Also, the contrast between the red of lustful and the white of injustice could symbolically represent a feud within the storyline. I think that she is the only one on the page. I like that she is the only one on the page, because it sort of lets the audience know that she is the main character within the film, and the way she is positioned is very intriguing, which again makes you want to find out more about her and the film in general.
However, although I like the red of the lustful, I personally think that the poster in general could do with a bit more colour. Not too much, but maybe where like the film slogan or actors' names are, just to sort of make them stand out a bit more. The layout, the image, title, slogan, and also actors' names are very good, but I think the position of the newspaper reviews are very overpowering, and personally, if I were to change it, I would possibly make them smaller, because although they're a good touch to the actual poster itself, I don't think they're really that important, and there are other more important aspects. I'd also probably move the small print to a more central position at the bottom of the page, because that's where it's typically found. However, it isn't really in the way at all, so it's not really that much of a big deal, but it might be a little bit too big, possibly. The image for this one, I personally think, is very fascinating. There is a main focus of the femme fatale with a white glow around her, and faded into the background are the two male protagonists. This could represent a very typical convention of film noir, that is the love triangle, but it could also show that she is very manipulating and in control of both the male characters. The femme fatale is seen to be quite covered up, which is rather unusual, because usually they like the femme fatales are quite revealing. However, it creates a sense of mystery to the audience that I think is sort of a very, very good touch. The fact that protagonists are faded also could possibly foreshadow the future of the actual film, which could be a result in death. The text in this second poster, like the previous poster, the title takes up quite a dominant role, sort of quite central in the on the page. However, in this one, it seemed to be in between the three of them, like the three characters. The lustful is in red, and that's more to the side of the guy on the left, and the same with injustice being more towards the others, the guy on the right, but injustice this time is in white. This could suggest that the man on the left is the dangerous one because of the red colouring, and the guy on the right is the innocent one because of it's closer to it, like it's on his side of the page. However, as the femme fatale is underneath the text, this could suggest that she's both innocent and dangerous, and very manipulating within the storyline. Again, the slogan is used, however this time it's at the bottom instead of the top. Things I like about this one is that the image is very interesting and effective, which makes me really want to watch the film. I like how she is seen to be sort of glowing with white sort of effect around her, which creates a sense that she is good. However, knowing about the film noir genre myself, it creates a sense of ambiguity in my mind, because obviously I know that femme fatales usually aren't always the innocent ones. As mentioned in the text section, I really like the layout of the title and how it is positioned, with like the red colour into the guy on the left and the white more to the guy on the right. I also like how all three characters are very direct, which lures the audience. They've like got a very direct mode of address, which lures the audience to actually go and watch the film, I personally think. Similarly to the other poster, although not quite as much, I feel as if this one could do with a tad more colour on the slogan especially, possibly highlighting the more interesting words, like the more important words. I'm also not very keen on the fact that the arms of the femme fatale have been edited out. It makes it, I don't know, it just doesn't quite look right. And it would be better, I think, if her arms are sort of there and like flowing down. The negatives out the way, I'd probably say I'd prefer this one over the other poster because it's a bit more intriguing and interesting.